Welcome back to Project Zomboid. PV here. Well, yeah, I had one of those interesting days where I woke up not feeling great. I took some time to myself in terms of like trying to manage that process. And after recovery, I feel pretty good. So I felt like the best thing for me to do is get on Project Zomboid and just enjoy life, or at least enjoy life as much as we can. Pierre Mar, hello. I will be fully joining stream in a bit. Good luck tonight. Thank you. Remember I did put on stream last time that I wanted to make sure I had notes available to me so we know what we're doing when we came back, because I knew I was going to take loose a day or two to play something else. So did I figure out what seed paste is used for? Yes, it's actually used to make oil, and I'm looking forward to doing that later tonight. We need to water the garden, clear the area for the sunflower patch, and find another generator. This is not in order, so we'll probably do the watering first, clear the area, and then look for the generator, just so you know what we're doing tonight. But yeah, back in Project Zomboid, I played Green Hell for a little bit on stream, and that was fun. It's the type of fun where you know you're experiencing pain and you're here for it, which kind of, you can argue Project Zomboid is the same, right? But at the same time, they are different, and I don't know, I will be back at it for sure, just not right now. I was kind of thinking Project Zomboid, so yay. Anyway, what am I doing? I need to, where did I put my bottle? That's what I'm doing at the moment. It's nowhere to be found. Bottle, bottle, bottle. Where art thou, bottle? I miss you. There you are. Plastic bottle. Thank you, thank you. And then we'll do some of this. Just transfer the liquids out of these pots. Lot of clicks. Bottle. Empty bottle first. Transfer. Transfer. And then you switch out one pot for the next. Transfer. One pot for the next. Transfer. And that's all the pots now empty. So we need to fill the pots. The bottle technically isn't entirely full, but that's fine. And after we get the pots, we'll go grab the backpack so that way we can water our plants before we get moving tonight. Yeah. It is work night. Sometimes you just, well, I shouldn't say sometimes. Whenever you're playing Project Zomboid, it's just the process. You got to do tedious stuff if you're going to make it through in life. And that's true for everybody, right? So yeah, goodness, I played or came up with a challenge idea, which I'm going to put a video together for that later. The idea of never killing a zombie on apocalypse settings and surviving as long as you can. So through my testings for so far, I've been actually able to do it for up to the helicopter event. Not that I die at the helicopter event, it's, you know, I lose the base every time at this point, mostly because I'm having trouble like estimating when the helicopter is going to drop. But long story short, I'm looking forward to showing you guys that once we are ready. Got the bag here, and let's get our water back. Water back, put on back, where unstowed, and I gotta water my plants. How much water is in this thing at the moment? It's not full, but you know, it is what it is. I never realized this thing has a level of discomfort tied to it, which does make sense, but still. Okay, crops, water. I don't need to water these plants, y'all. No, actually, I think I do. There's a fair amount of these who need to be at 70 or higher for them to be in good condition. So we'll go ahead and do the watering process. Yeah. My bad. We're water. Commit to it. That way I don't have to think about it later. We did put it on the list. So let's just check the box and move on. Ooh, that did not finish. My bad. All right, let's go get some more. I did learn that running over crops, like as in while you're doing this jog or sprinting, there is a chance for you to destroy them as well. So anytime you're around crops, walk, please. It's like walking in the hallway. No running in the hallway. Same thing is true for your crops. Don't run over them, which makes sense. Again, from a realism perspective, but yeah. Let's get it going. And back to water. Yeah, a lot of this is ready to go. Why did we make the note of watering our stuff? Wondering. No, we find ourselves at well watered, so again, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Need to put some compost out here. I forgot about that. Some of these have been composted, not all of them. And we've already got power, blah. I'm trying to think which ones need to get composted. Double check that here in a second too. So I just noticed that some of these are still like turning into tin, but if it says well watered, I'm not doing it. So fine is fine, but well watered, fine, I water, well watered, I don't. Even though it says tin still. So it would take water from you, even though you don't need to. I'm wondering if you can overwater plants. I don't know. All right, job done. Let's see. Drop. Yes. Grab bag or sack rather, and then we'll start doing compost next. Okay, fill sack. We already learned that it only takes 10% when we do that, but it does fill the entire bag when you're done. So you end up 10% of the compost makes a full bag of compost with the sack. And then we got to check info. So I know I composted the lettuce, right? Is it still composted? Yes, see? So it does tell you what has been composted. So let's just check the ones that are and figure out what needs to have compost added. Did not do carrots. Okay, so I didn't do this side, which is fine. And then we just add our compost. So working on the farm. If you're gonna eat, you gotta put in the work, man. You gotta put in the work. The game has no problem with you taking extra resources from you, so you gotta really monitor what you're doing. You know what? I didn't actually check these, but I'm pretty sure I didn't add compost to these. I added one to this, right? Yes. So the oregano I did add to, but not the green peas. For whatever reason, I thought these were tomatoes. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm over here misclassifying my stuff. Game. Words. Alright, so these are composted. Yay. That's composted. Did I do these ones? Yes, I did leak. No, I did some of the leak, not all the leak. So yes, no, 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 and no. Okay, so we just add our compost here. Cheers. Oh no. Alright, I gotta get some more compost. Which I should have enough? No, I've only got enough for one more sack, so I'm not gonna finish all of my stuff here. Which isn't really that big of a deal, but it's nice to see the work that we've been putting in to show results. Alright, so that's all the compost, right? And do a few others, just, I mean, there's no reason not to, right? So, Arisu, what's going on? How are you doing? I hope you are well. We're knocking out the checklist at the moment that we established before we came off stream last time on this save. So we have done some work. All right, so let's drop our bags real quick. and drop the one we have at hand. Okay, map. So, seed paste usage, we know what that does. Also, I need to grab my bag. I can't do it. Where did I put my bag? Over here. And whip that bad boy. Ah. And what did I just do? This. Here. Okay. So, water the garden, good to go. We know what the seed paste usage is, and let's show that now that Sue is here. Kind of wanted to wait to see if some others will pop on, but we'll see about that. Okay, so you got your seed paste, and you're like, what can I do with seed paste now that you use the mill to knock down or grind some seeds into seed paste, specifically sunflower seeds? Well, you come over here to this wonderful hand press. La 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 la. And from the hand press, you're going to press oil. You need cheesecloth, any type of stone, and an oil press block, and you're good to go. So that will turn your vegetable oil, turn your seed paste into vegetable oil. Notice that the cheesecloth and the brick, along with the oil press like container, will all survive the process. So the reason why you want to turn it into oil though, without waiting, is the seed paste will go bad, oil won't. And of course oil can be used in a recipe, whereas the seed paste can't. So if you have no choice but to turn those sunflower seeds for calories, yeah, seed paste is a good idea, but you're going to be super unhappy. However, if you turn it into oil, it goes into your recipes a lot better. I'm good, but tired by now. Productive day, how are you? Now, I'm not well. I have not been feeling well today. So me playing Project Zomboid and me, one, trying to just do something with my time. And then two, you know, personal sanity, right? You got to do things for you just as much as you do things for other people, even when you're feeling literally sick. So I've got my rose hip tea next to me. I drank some ginger tea before coming online, just for my throat. So hoping I hold out well until we make it to the end. That said, I'm thinking I don't remember make oil press. There it is. I just need a plank and nails, which I have those things. Where would I have plank at? Plank, plank, plank. Fell asleep during your last stream, but I saw you trying out Green Hell. Yes, you missed the fun. And I mean, considering I started a little early tonight, I might still do some Green Hell again. I wanted to get some time in Project Zomboid because this is still our primary save. And I admit, you know, obviously majority of our people that know our channel know it for Project Zomboid. So in fairness, right? But that doesn't mean I can't have fun with other things. We're good here. Shit, how many planks did I decide to make the oil press? Yeah, it's just one. Sorry to hear that. Hope things work out. As long as you still enjoy playing it. Yes, I legitimately enjoy playing Project Zomboid. For clarity, right? It is not, it doesn't feel like work. And with build 42 the way it is at the moment, I've been enjoying, you know, the crafting system and things like that. My concern is honestly whether or not people, when they join, are enjoying watching me do it, because Project Zomboid can get super serene, right? Like you said, you fell asleep, but it is very easy if you're not in killing zombie mode to be like, oh yeah. So I think it is fair to kind of keep it chill and recognize when maybe you need to turn up the energy just a bit, especially because I play so late at night. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, so oil press good to go. I just need the cheesecloth, which I thought I had somewhere. So now I gotta find it. And if I don't, can I make it? Oh, weave cheesecloth. I can't. Ooh, you just bring a whole bunch of thread to the table. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, well, I'm gonna use it. Well, to be fair, it's quite late over here, and I've already been raising busy. Yes, I understand. I'm not trying to take, you know, a shot at you for it. Please, if you fall asleep, you know, it's because you need to listen to your body. But still. Not to mention, we were playing a pacifist run last time, right? So I'm not mad at nobody for the experience. Okay, cheesecloth, good to go. Now I just need to go get the stone block and seed paste, which I thought I had a stone block left over here. Thought. Anybody remember how to make the stone block? There it is. Wait, I just need a flint node. So we'll grab one of those and make sure we keep it over here. So that way, anytime we come to the press, all we have to do is bring the seed paste with us. Hold up, hold up. And seed paste, I put back in here. Keep it fresh. By the way, have you ever made plant-based milk or something of the sort? Very much of the similar process here. So we take our stuff, we hand press, and we take that seed oil and it becomes vegetable oil. Done. So seed paste turns into vegetable oil. Notice the calories did not change. So 2,120 calories, which is not, again, not a bad thing. Let me be very clear about that. But now I can use it across the board in various different recipes, whereas I could not do that in the seed paste setup. So seed paste is to turn into vegetable. It makes a lot of sense. The only argument here that somebody could potentially have that doesn't make sense is where'd you get the bottle from? Fair enough. But you know, you got to take some liberty somewhere, right? Yeah, we just made a vegetable oil. And with that, let's make a salad. A random veggie. What's going in there? Onion? And there it is. Oil goes into it and you end up from what, 90 calories to 300 calories for your dish. It makes sense. All right, my vegetable salad with a little bit of oil and whatnot has turned into a lovely dish, which comes out to be about 400 calories. So knowing what you can do with what you have and making it go far. That's what Project Zomboid is all about, man. All right, let's take a look. So I'm maintaining my weight still. Note that. We are not gaining, we're not losing. We've stayed comfortably at 75. And a lot of different ways, you know, we just got to be sure of what is happening there. So okay, now that we've seen that, I gotta do the work over there, which is gonna be important because tomorrow, no, we got 2 more days before April, and then we can get the sunflower seeds into the ground. So let's be prepared for that. We will not have the logs, the design that I usually like, etc, 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 but that does not mean that we won't do the work, because we want to get those things in the ground. There we go. A little bit of choppy and go from there. Anyway, Sue, have you managed to get back to your laptop, your system, I'm sorry, that you play Project Zomboid on typically? Or are you still on the laptop and trying to figure out your new save? I was curious about that earlier today. Ooh, he didn't use the jawbone axe. You're using the hatchet? Really? Game, I did not expect that. Why? Wait, hang on. Can't do anything with those. With the hatchet, I thought I could do something with. Finally, some real food again. Yep, I'm watching the Rat Race Challenge too. They've all been eating butter. I can't stand that. Yeah. I mean, never wrong. They are playing with 16K pop. And what did you say? Extremely rare across the board, you know, so I got it. But still, I think the butter trick, I thought they cut down on the calories for butter or made it harder for you to make butter. I can't remember. I know there was something about butter that they tried to nerf. Well, butter creation. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm gonna grab the scythe and cut all of this out because all of this is gonna be sunflower. So from what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Is that right? Yeah, it's gonna come all the way to 6 because I want to come right off the corner of the house. So that's the plan there. I could have finally played today, but I felt too tired. Cheers. All right, now I'm finally here, and there they go. I'm about to start chatting. Anyway, yes, I don't know. So I noticed on Twitch before, you know, people calling out the rat race, but I feel like I've seen it off and on over different months. Like sometimes people start it, and then other times they're not running it at all, and they're on some new save. Like it's weird. Butter making still works. Yeah, it still works. But I feel like it was super overpowered when Build 42 came out, and then they did something to nerf it. So that's all I was trying to say. Where did I put that scythe? I think I left it in here. No, I say I left it as in I returned it here because originally it was in here. Oh, it was originally in the trunk because we found it when we were out. I will turn this into something real quick. There you go. My bad. Nope, my pickaxe is there still. Actually, I need to get the pickaxe anyway, don't I? Grab the pickaxe. Evie, I heard in a bit in the beginning you were saying you weren't feeling well, but now you're feeling better? Yeah, I feel relatively better comparatively to this morning. Wonder how the cows are doing in place. The cows were still good, but it's been a minute since we've been over there, so we can check them out. There you go. Okay, so you need to remove a tree stump. You still need the pickaxe. Man, it's working. There you go. So tree sap trunk has been removed. Now I just need to figure out or remember where I put the scythe at so I can cut the grass. And after that, there it is. So scythe come in hand, or is this scythe number 2? I don't remember. Pickaxe go in here. I am working man. Okay, so we are going to scythe grass. We'll start from up here and work over. So do that. And one more good set. Is that right? Yes, I was exactly right. Okay, so then we bring it up again. I'm so mad that it started raining because we just did all that work to water our plants, and now it's raining, which we didn't have to. Look, man, I need to get a radio that can actually like pick up the weather from the emergency broadcast system. Okay, let me dump all this grass real quick. We don't have any word for it, animals that we're maintaining, so there's no reason for me to keep the grass. And what we're gonna do, another block of 4 scythe grass. So 1, 2, 3, maybe not. I don't know. I want to get a lot of sunflowers in the ground, so let's do the work. There you go. Then after we are finished with this, we get the shovel. I want to use the shovel instead of the trowel. I'm actually curious to see if it does pretty much just any different operation from what we did before. But we'll shovel out the plots that I want to use for the sunflower seeds. And then all we have to do is plant them when time comes. Now, I'm acknowledging right up front, right now, that the more I plant, the more I potentially have to water on days or weeks when we go without too much rainfall. But part of the job, man. I mean, gonna live a good life. There you go, BB. What do you plan to do with the area? Sunflower seeds. Apparently, the small stone scythe is a good weapon. Counts as an axe. Small stone scythe. So this snapped stone scythe did not do anything for me the last time I tried to make it, if I remember correctly. You're telling me that I should try to do something with it. Yeah, see this? So it can't craft, missing item, player is moving. I'm not moving. Explain that. Okay. So let's craft it. There we go. I just got a whole level of napping, my bad. Oh, I didn't plan for that, but we hit level 3 napping, so cheers. This, when I put it in hand, yes, weapon. But oh, you can see, but it's only as good as one, and this was my problem. I could do that with anything, right? So that's why I was like, no. And I feel like I have another one. Somebody, yep, see, I already have one here. So I did not know it counts as an axe though, so that's good to know. See, remember, see, I should have been reading chat. I apologize. All right, job done. So, but if it counts as an axe, that means it's a good weapon for us to have. And funny enough, that goes towards napping. So, if that's true, as far as weapons go, that is a better weapon to make than the stone axe, if you think about it. So if this actually counts as an axe, hang on, let's prove something real quick. Can I potentially cut down a tree with it? Or will it switch to the hatchet? Yep, switch to the hatchet. Wait, again, when you're testing stuff, let's see if it still works. So yeah, I get scythe grass. I can't chop down a tree with it or anything like that. So functionally, it is not an axe. But by game code, it is an axe, therefore it benefits from my axe skill. So that's what I'm hearing at this point. But yeah, good to know. But you can slice that with it, yeah. Don't know what to wear for work tomorrow. What's the weather supposed to be like? That's always the question, right? If it's a beautiful day, you know, you get nice and free-flowing clothing. But if it's not going to be a beautiful day, it's going to be nasty and cold layers. So, not a fan of being cold, just like anybody else. Okay, where is my shovel? Did I just not grab it when I left the spot? I didn't grab it. Totally didn't grab it. Yeah, totally didn't grab it. Okay. Here you go. Again, if this is not your jam to watch me sit here and do this type of work, I understand. I really do. Shovel, dig graves, pick up dung. I get dig furrow. There it is. All right, so one, yeah, super fast. All right, there you go. I'm so looking forward to my sunflower seeds going in the ground when April comes. No idea. The work, the effort, the reason. It's going to be wonderful. Peak farming. Yes, this is definitely peak farming gameplay. Cannot say that I'm not doing the work at this point. So, all right, there you go. Let's come up, hit the corner. To think that before you wouldn't even try gardening. So I still am going to say that this is not my jam. Ooh, he getting, what kind of paint are you, bro? You have better strength than this. We're pushing through. Anyway, this is not my jam. Let's be honest about it. I am definitely a forger, and it's more efficient to forge. But I definitely have more control over what I'm going to get. You know, and if these sunflower seeds end up not having the 155 calories that I get when I typically forage a sunflower head, then that essentially means all of these will turn into vegetable oil. I won't just sit around and eat them. So it's kind of one of those things like, what's the benefit of doing one thing over another? And at the moment in build 42, I don't know. I will say that the buff that we got on foraging recently made me feel better, and I would not be doing this if it had happened at the beginning of build 42, but we're here now. Trying to finish this before we go inside, but it's getting dark. It's hard to see. As PR Mark calls out, you get no light outside. I agree. So, and I hope I don't mess up my design. I'm trying my best. Woo. By the way, I am this person in the sense that, like, if I was working on something physical like this and it started raining on me, I'd still be out here in the rain, drenched, until I finished. I am definitely this person in real life. You can say it's stubborn, but that's how you get things done. No excuses. No excuses. And the last plot is here. And we're done. Do I rain collectors? No. But the reason for that is because they are unnecessary for us since we have the lake nearby. So the only thing that I feel like I definitely need to do moving forward is get our hands on, I don't know. What is next? How are we doing? Yep, we burned a bunch of calories. My bad. Okay, so let's roast that. These carrots went rotten. I've got lots of rotten.
Continue to feel better, BB.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Barack Obama, as it jumps out at me out of nowhere. So, okay, hold up. I don't know why a bunch of my stuff went rotten on me. Oh, that's not fair. I probably did. Can you not move this? I can't. Okay. Let's put the rotten stuff outside so I don't forget about it, and we can start getting the deterioration happening sooner rather than later. So rotten go away, rotten go away, rotten go away. Because I wasn't feeling the best at the beginning of the day. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I hear you. I hear you, Brock. We're going to make it. It can't rain all the time. All right. Acorns. Now I'm going to point out something with the acorn. That one here is 114 calories on its own. So from a calorie perspective, acorns are wonderful. They're not great if you're dependent on them from a foraging perspective because you have to cook them now. So that's a new thing for me, and I haven't really decided the best way to approach that. But is the acorn still a really good thing to find and use? Yes. I was curious to see if I can put it in a recipe after it's cooked, like straight boil, and you still can't. So you do need, you know, to pop it into something boiled, which is fine. Well, you probably throw it in a stir fry too. Let's check. Let's check. Frying pan. Come here. There you go. And great stir fry. Where are you? Acorns though? You cannot put acorns in a stir fry either. They do need to go into a pot. So all that out. Make popcorn out of corn. Well, so there are only certain varieties of corn that turn into popcorn, right? But that doesn't mean you can't check. So nope, just poppy seeds. So that's probably enough. All right, let's get the pot. Man has done the work, so we should treat ourselves. Stew. I don't see the acorns. Soup. Acorns. So acorns go into a soup pretty much exclusively. Throw some sweet potatoes in there, that would match in my opinion, and that's pretty hearty. We'll spin down some of the smaller stuff real quick. Yeah. 200 there, add the potatoes, and that is banging already. Just, ooh, that was the list. That was the list. You would not add citrus to this. Basil would be nice. I'll add the thistle. I don't think I've ever put thistle in my mouth, so I'm gonna do a foraging trip this weekend just to see what thistle tastes like. So come Sunday, let me get back to y'all. But I'm very curious, and the more I look at it in game, I feel like I need to taste thistle. Could you wash them in the rain? Yeah, that's a good point. I probably can run outside. And that's gonna take a moment to start cooking. I don't see the cook bar happening. There it is. Not as long as you think. There it is. 83 hunger. Not a bunch of calories in it though, which is fair. So, but we gonna be nice and stuffed. Eat yourself a big meal for bedtime. Sorry, 1 o'clock, but we are a little off as well. There you go. Pop that in here. I think what we'll do is run. Ooh, you know what? When I made that cheesecloth, I wonder if that gave me any experience in tailoring. Did it? It gave me 1. I did get some experience in tailoring by making the cheesecloth. I would have to make 75 of them and use a lot of thread, but I can do it. All right. I've never tasted thistle seeds. It's just not coming to me that I have. So very healthy, bitter, good for your liver. Yeah, I'm into the idea of trying it. One, because I like to extend my palate so I know what I can use in the future, and then 2, also because my memory is not saying I have. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still possible that I have. I just didn't realize it, or it didn't check the box in my brain. But yeah, at the moment I'm saying I want to go off and find it. So. Okay, how are we looking? That rain is still coming down hard. Notice it is still March, so the 30th is here. We are not ready to start planting our sunflower seeds, but let's pull up the map real quick and acknowledge some work. So we have already done 3 of the 4 things that we're looking to do. Now it's about finding that generator. I fed the seeds to my birds, but it's not common in kitchen usage. Yeah, see, that makes sense. So, definitely makes sense. Okay, so the question for the team is, where should we go to search for another generator? So, generator number 2. We already kind of started working into this neighborhood. We did not kill every zombie, and that's true. And we didn't check every garage. Oh goodness, let's check some boxes. So which of these houses do we actually go into? I feel like I pulled in through here, if I remember correctly, killed these zombies. I know this is good. I know this is good. Don't think I did anything on this side of the house. So there's that. I don't feel like I actually went into these sets, but I know I went into these. Went inside of you, did not go onto you guys, went inside of you, and then we ran out because the zombies were there. So yeah, that's where we're at with this. But the question specifically is, where are we going to find a generator? And I think it really is putting in the work like we've done so many times before to do it, man. That's just where we're at. Okay, so let me prepare myself for the worst. Kinda. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm clean, but my face is still bloody. Good point. Good point. I will fix that here in a second. All right, so we're nice and clean, ready to go. I packed up a bunch of axe-based weapons, so that way it should be a non-issue for the most part. Actually, looking at my gas, let me bring another gas can, just in case it goes wrong. That rain is heavy, and I know that, so sorry guys. But nothing we haven't dealt with on stream multiple times during this save, right? We fought through the worst of times with this character. God. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's get the drive going. Turn the corner. No, I need to be paying attention to my weight. The last thing I want to do is go underweight. So let's make it happen. Just keep munching down these acorns. Not as good as sunflower seeds, mainly because they well, you have to cook them and they don't last forever, but they're still good. And if you actually look at them, they have a good versatility. You know, they got good carbs, good fat. So, ooh. Excuse me. Oh, wait. I got out the car. I got nimble. My bad. Hang on. Let me try the stone axe. Let me see how it feels. I want to feel. That stone axe, the scythe. But let's see how it feels. Ooh, it's nice and fast. Feels like using a meat cleaver, honestly. I like that. I like that a lot. Did I sharpen my stone axe? No, stone axes or the crude stone axe cannot be sharpened. So once you make it, that's the condition that you have, and when it breaks, it breaks. There is that. What's up, guys? Yeah, definitely gonna say it's feeling like an axe for sure. As far as like the damage that I'm getting out of it, so. Alright. So we've done all of this. You can still see the blood stains over here when we had it for the gun spot, so. I know they so-called refreshed that as well. I want to say those words, if I remember correctly, looking at the patch notes. So, ooh, I turned too early again. My bad. Yeah, so I definitely hit these houses. I remember that. Not worried about the one dude. He'll catch up when we go around the corner. All right. Again, eyes open. Ears open, looking for generator. What is down this right road? There's a driveway here. Yeah, good. Less stamina, less muscle strain. I agree. I'm very curious what is down this road. Excuse me. Is this a power station? Yeah, it's just a power transformer. This is not a place to hang out at, unfortunately. But if I had wanted to work on metalworking, this is a good place to come. Not a lot of zombies. Actually, if I think about that, this might, if you had all the metalworking gear, be a good base location. You have strong fences around you. You're away from zombies and whatnot, and you're closer to town than where we are. This is all cement, so you would have to come out of this fence line to like set up a farm if you're doing farming, but it's still a decent location. A little bit of work, it could be a great base. Makes me think of The Walking Dead. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, this is useless to me at the moment, so I shouldn't say that. It's useless to our character. We are not a metalworking, champion or something, so let me Seth, a meth. What is going on? Thank you for the follow. I'm assuming you've been lurking or watching us while you've been hanging out here. So, cheers, mate. Hello. You know, I did not check the kill count before we got started. I'm just gonna call that out too. Oh, it broke. It broke. It's not a good weapon anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody subbed too. What is up? Seth, you really came in and started lifting up the team. How are you tonight? Enjoy, free buddy. Cheers, mate. Oh man. Okay, what does this look like at the moment? I feel like I need to not drive around a lot. We're still conserving gas, so we'll put that there. I almost moved from college, so I decided to give a free sub to for the Prime. Well, thank you. Game. Okay, so I got a fair amount of zombies sitting around here. Let's do this. Good? Good. How? See, I'm not trying to be fight mode. See what I'm saying it again. I don't like the stone axe. The scythe here. It broke far too quickly for me. But then again, I just might be used to high durability weapons from the save. And as we go further into the save, it makes sense that we're probably going to have to start living off of these crude type weapons. Anyway. Alright, so generator. Where might I find thou? Generator. And that would have been a good defense location, but I was eating my acorns, guys. Nice and soft and hearty. Good, good. You know what? I need to keep my eyes out for like yeast and salt. So I need to go into houses and whatnot and grab those things. Maybe it gets better with high napping skills. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely have more durability on it for sure. So there we go. Come now, come now. Hop in, jump over it. Hello. Good night. All right. Let's see. Let's pop our heads in. House is not looted, so that's always good. No. There you go. Inside we go. Close window. Get a break from some of that rain noise. And nothing for me. No. No salt, no yeast. I got you. I got you. Come on in. Let's get out the rain. How you doing today, man? Good night. Go to sleep. Nothing. Nurturing level 2, which I won't be doing in that. Box of tissues. All right. Well, this was a bus, which didn't expect much out of it anyway. But you know, hey, what is up? Went down to one shot. Good. All right. Remember that the van is up the road here. We're literally just looking for a generator. Put it away so that way if we have to run from zombies, we have enough space to get into the van. I've learned that lesson a long time ago, though. And you know what? I'm going to focus on trash. Because you can find salt, yeast, things like that under the trash loot table. Look at that. I found a new pan, I'm sorry. My frying pan at the house is worn. I wonder if this one is in decent condition. It's always nice to find a good frying pan. Look at that. It's in solid condition. Okay, gonna ask, what's the longest you survived in this game? A little past 6 months. A little past 6 months. Seth, what about you? Have you played this game? That's always a good question, right? So you never know. Dang good stuff. All right, yeah, man. Oh, I will say right up front that was build 41, and we did that with a similar build, Trippy Toad. So, you know, pretty much doing it again this time around. Oh goodness. I don't know. I think we average from everyone. If you look at our YouTube page as well, every one of our saves at this point make it past 30 days for sure. And then we do something stupid, which is very common, right? You get complacent, but I haven't done anything stupid here. Had a couple of close calls, but not too bad. No, I haven't played, but I've heard about it. It seems like really interesting concept. Okay, I will say the same thing I said on stream the last time we were here. If you haven't played Project Zomboid, I understand. I intentionally said I would not play Project Zomboid because it didn't look like it was fun. It looked like it was tedious, etc., 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 etc. Project Zomboid is legitimately one of those type of games that you cannot appreciate its genius until you really have played it. One, because initially you're going to have the I died a whole bunch of times, let me take on the challenge. And then two, the details that are in here really stand out. And a lot of those details you just don't see when you're watching somebody else play. Like you'd have to legitimately sit here watch me as long as PRMR has to see all those details. So I think PRMR is legitimately my first follower and has been here for almost every stream. So yeah, need to add a widget for streaks and whatnot. Sleeping pills, no. Ooh, I have clean water here though. Impressive. All right, fill plastic bottle. Yeah, we're here. Get some water. Why not? And let's eat this, and we pop out. Okay, so this house. Let's just find the kitchen and get out of here. I don't want to spend a bunch of time here. Last time we popped in here. Oh, I did check the kitchen last time I was here. We almost got surrounded. Ran out really quick. But I don't recall me thinking that I wanted to find salt and yeast. This time, pretty much any version of salt works for us. So, what's the kill count? And what's our weight? So, kill count currently is 3,458 zombies. And our weight is 75 kilos, but we're losing weight. So, we're probably going to end up underweight if I don't do something about that sooner rather than later. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, when we get back to the house, I'll probably like suck down something heavy. Anyway, we need to check the garages, so being back on this side makes more sense than the other side. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Check that house. I don't remember really looking in this one. I remember seeing it and then saying to myself, no, don't do it because I was tired. So let's deal with that now. And see what happens. Good to go. All right. Ooh. Got it. Yeah, look at that. All right, so this is a solid base location for y'all who don't know. In town, if you could wall this off for my fishing to actually no, they changed fishing. I wonder if this would work anymore. You can't. I don't see any fish spawn in here. So this would be unlimited water, sure, but it wouldn't be a fishing location. Huh. Still good because the unlimited water goes so far. So yeah, but it's not like the greatest location anymore. Yeah, we haven't been doing a super kill mode, but I feel like this house is going to turn into a super kill because there are a lot of zombies coming from here. And It might be happening. What is my stamina looking like? Okay, okay. But the last thing I want to do is get myself surrounded. I need... Oh, it broke. It broke. Okay, gosh. Can you take that? Yes, enjoy. Oh, that's wonderful. You know what? I want to keep my hatchet. I want to keep my hatchet. Where's my stone? Oh, hi. Sorry. Yep, you're right. I don't belong here. I do not belong here. But I really need a generator. So if you guys can get out of my way, that'd be perfect. It'd be cool if you could swim. Okay. Yes, it would be cool if you can swim. But imagine swimming zombies. I mean, I like the idea of being fair, right? If I can't swim, they can't swim. But if I can swim, they could too. Swimming shark zombies? Yeah, that's a problem. Feel like there's an anime that's coming to my brain about that, but, you know, I'm not remembering the name of it off the top of my head. Okay. Zombies worked. Can we get into the house? One, I want to get into that garage. And then after I get through the garage, I will check the kitchen. Actually, probably check the kitchen first, honestly. And then we do the garage. Good. Alright. I forgot the name of the zombie anime that was colorful, that had zombies. Sorry. Yeah, like, that's exactly what I'm trying to say to myself. I was like, I know there is a zombie anime that had this zombie shark situation, as my brain is telling Netflix. 100 something. Zom 100. There it is. Zom 100. It's about the 100 things you want to do on your bucket list before you get turned into a zombie. So, amazing memory. Yeah, it's all about the small things that trigger your memory, right? How do you get it back? We'll go through here just because it's open, but I know there's a zombie on the other side somewhere. And let's see how it goes. Aha. I was going to Google it. Cheers. Down. Kettle. Sugar. Always grab sugar. Makes you happy. Oh, that's salt. So onion powder counts as salt. Or does it? I think seasoning salt counts as salt, but maybe honey powder does it. I don't want to grab honey, so I'm not going to. Did get some lentils just now. Cereal. Reset our weight loss. Yes, it will. And we'll grab the extra pack of matches as well. Onion powder should be considered salt most of the time. And I say that because not all onion powders are truly salt based. So you have true onion powder, then you have granulated, you know. The granulated ones, definitely salt. Actual onion powders might be dried onions that have been powderized. So there is a difference. And for somebody who has like an onion allergy, that difference is huge. There's a zombie behind there. No, thank you. This is how you get trapped and die. I'm out of here. Nope. Wait, I want to get to the garage. How do I get to the garage? I need to use my hatchet. I'm indoors. Ooh, what is wrong with me? All right, pull out the light. Grab the hatchet. The garage will be right here. I'm not even checking every room. I don't need to. This is what I want. And there's no zombies in here. Yay. Oh, nothing. No generator back here. It sucks. I am tense. Let's get out of here. I mean, you know, darkness, lots of zombies, a little bit of pounding. I can see how you get tense from that. You never know what's going to happen to you. Have you forgotten what it's like to kill thousands of zombies, Dominic? Come on. We only took a few days of farm life. You shouldn't be getting tense from this type of work. There you go. Tension come down. I'm telling you, they create that whole tense thing when you're inside of the house. If they hear zombies beating on doors, like that's a thing now, and I don't like it. All right, what happened here? Oh, this is one of those looted stories. So how you're supposed to see this is somebody came to this house, had to fight a bunch of zombies, and attempted or did loot the place. So to know if they lived or died, you're gonna find somebody, find a zombie character that would have all their survivor gear if they died. If they lived, you're not gonna find any of that, and it should be less. There should be less loot for you to be able to find. But yeah, I like the looted zombie thing they do now. I wonder what conversation makes up the talk with his plants would be like. Yeah, that's a good point. This is another looted home. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we're getting more of the looted spots now, which isn't a big deal, but it also means that, you know, what you see is what you get. So, spare engine parts might be a good thing to start grabbing. Huh. Ooh! Oh my god, I almost died just now. You almost got me. Jerk. Let's find the kitchen. Again, yeast, salt. We'll get those things still. Thank you for going to sleep. I hope this is the kitchen. Looks like it. By the way, I would be that person who would look for yeast, salt, and flour. I guarantee you, you know, even in a real zombie outbreak, people wouldn't grab those things. There's salt. Look at it. Because you have to cook them to use them and so on and so forth. They would be the thought process that people have. And because of that thought process, this is why I go for the things you know people aren't going to grab. All right, we're good. So that's nice. I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to be set up so we have an infinite supply of bread. Okay, we're almost to the end of this list, unfortunately. Can't tell. There's not a garage in this house, I don't think. Let me validate that. There is. I just didn't look to the side. Okay. There's nothing in here, which sucks. I don't know why so many people had refrigerators in the garage. That's not true. Deep fridges, but those aren't deep fridges some of these times, so. Was the luxury thing I'd like to have in a zombie apocalypse? I don't know. I mean, that's the hard part, right? What is luxury in a zombie apocalypse is based on what you don't have during that zombie apocalypse. For me, I feel like it would be something like coffee. Coffee would probably be a thing that I would miss. I like caffeine. I like the taste of coffee. You know, we're not talking Folgers. I like good coffee. So I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to coffee. I could see myself being like, dude, just one more cup. Alright. No, not feeling it. Alright, we need to start heading back. You know, we're gonna be losing time. Maybe I check this kitchen. Yeah, we're here. We check the kitchen. It's already looted anyway, so zombies won't spawn inside the house when it's already looted like this. This is always good. But they can walk inside. Loser. Oh, you follow me in? Ooh. Ooh. I will fight. Nothing. Nothing. Do the wheel trick. Got a lot of zombies coming at me. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, he got stuck. He got stuck in the pose, man. Downward dog. Yes. We're good? Yeah, I guess so. I expected more. Alright, let's get out of here. I did just say that I expected more, didn't I? don't feel like I made this much noise, you know? I was just kind of walking around. Where are you all coming from? I'm just curious, you know? Like, what did I do to trigger y'all? I pop hands. They heard the famous Dominic was around. Indeed. Indeed. Alright, 6:10. I keep saying we gotta go back. We gotta go back. So, these houses are beautiful, though. I wish I would have been here. No, I don't. So I was about to say, I wish I would have been here earlier to loot them while they are still good. I do not, because the spawns here are still ridiculous. They really are. Yep, that's it. My stamina shot. So no more fighting. Let's go back. Live to fight another day. Recognize that we still got some things done, which, you know, salt and things like that are going to be helpful for the future. And just acknowledge our wins. So keep an eye out for yeast while we walk. And yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness. Somebody said I only did 25 kills. You know what? Limestone. We should still grab those, shouldn't we? Because we were working on which skill? If I remember which skill the limestone's for. Brain is telling me to grab it. Masonry. Masonry. That's what it was. Yeah. Speaking of that, let's take a look at our skill spread. I'm actually kind of proud of myself for all the skills that we've worked on this far. What do you need to find? Rocks? No, I don't think I need any specific rocks at the moment. So, yeah. I don't need food. So, like, unless it's packaged food. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Ooh, but I like getting herbs, and that is parsley. Parsley, sweet. That's right. Right. Anyway. Yeah. Maybe it's time for limestone that was vaguely remembering that you need to find. Yep, it just takes you back when we needed to do the masonry work. But now we should not need any more levels of masonry, at least for any projects we had. We already did the one stone or primitive mill. So unless there is a more efficient mill that gets us even more flour, I don't see that being a thing at the moment. So, all right, let's give it a good jog. Since we're so close to the vehicle at this point, I feel like we shouldn't run into a bunch of zombies heading back to the car. Still allows us to work on various different skills. Fitness, you actually do work on fitness when you're jogging, along with the running skill. So it's kind of one of those guessing games, which one you're going to get skill points out of while you're jogging. Speaking of jogging, I have not done cardio for like 2 weeks, which I need to kind of do. Treadmill, jump on a bike. Maybe I'll ride my bicycle to work tomorrow instead of driving. I don't know. We'll see. All right. But all that fighting maybe use my calories again. So I need to get back to eating my food. At some point I need to fill the gas can. So yes, we have a gas can to put in this vehicle. I think we have 3 more backup ones at the house, but again, it's just one of those things. Getting a generator back over here is kind of the thing that needs to happen before anything else happens there. Hopefully you have good weather to ride a bike. I agree. I'm hoping for good weather just like anybody else. You never know. Kind of trailing. I do not want to hit a tree where I learned how to kill a car in Project Zomboid, right? So I feel like it's been raining pretty much all stream except for when I like watered the plants unnecessarily. What can you do? All right, we're back home. That should be a quick ways to kill a car in Project Zomboid. Yes. Filling the car just requires hitting a tree. Absolutely. All right. So not a bad run. Keep saying I'm going to bring out this deep freezer. I haven't done it. Let me do that real quick. Wash yourself. Wash off clothing. All right. Heavy rain. Every time I say heavy rain, I legitimately remember the game Heavy Rain. Pulls at my heartstrings. Who does? Alright. Get out of that rain noise. So where am I going to put the freezer is my first question. And I think it's going to go into the closet. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. It does kind of make sense to put it in the closet. Or, well, the heartstrings. The game Heavy Rain. It is a video game called Heavy Rain about a man who has to go through almost literal hell to get his son from a psychopath who wanted, to prove whether or not he was a good father or not. So wild. All right, go. I'm a big fan of the game developer, Haunted Dream, that made the game. So I've actually played all of their games for anybody who likes story-driven video games like that. I will say right up front, though, it's... Well, no. So it's up to you whether or not the sun is going to be okay, PRMR. Your actions determine everything. It's one of those type of games where decisions matter, and there are multiple endings. So, yeah. Kind of wanted to go back and play all of those games because I got them on Steam. I originally played them on PlayStation. And it's just like I could just get all the achievements again. I'm an achievement whore. I really am. So. All right. There you go. Lentils. I can't stick lentils in this bottom drawer. I could if I pull out the sunflower seeds, though. Yeah, let's pull out the sunflower seeds. So we pull out the sunflower seeds, we can pull out all the sunflower seeds. Pull out the sunflower seeds, we throw the lentils in there. And then, what else we got? Condiments and additions will go to the top as usual. Peppers go up here. Pickles always go in the refrigerator. I don't care what the game says. Pickles. Yes. Basil will go over here. This is the mortar pestle issue. I'm going to take that with me and make it into a paste in a second. Let me put the seeds away. Gotta be organized. What do we look like in the moment for wheat? Did I play both endings? I think the game has 8 endings, actually. Because, so in Heavy Rain specifically, there are 6 playable characters. And you play them throughout the story. So you can get one of the characters killed prematurely, which changes the direction and information that you can find in the game holistically. The father is the primary character of the story, yes, but it doesn't mean that you're not playing other people. So based on everyone's cumulative actions determines the outcome of the game. Therefore, have I seen most of the endings? Yes. I don't think I intentionally played all of them to like get some of the better endings because I'm really bad about that. It is hard for me to make a stupid decision knowing that it's a stupid decision just so I can see the outcome. I've always had trouble with that. But, I've done a fair amount of that. And that's in every game I play, so. There you go. We're good. We're good. I will say it right now. I actually hope this rain keeps up from when I plant all these sunflower seeds, but I doubt it will. Hmm. And I cannot plant them until something. You know, that's not the place to put my sunflower seeds. No, it is not. I can put them in this bag. Yeah, I'll put them in this bag. There you go. You know, just feels sad about the sun. Yeah, kind of one of those things where if you don't play it, you don't know how bad it really is. And it's not. It's a drama, absolute drama. But you know, if you want to talk about a game that can make you cry, that might be one of them. Welded magazine gives me what? I'm sorry. Fence pole, fence, make metal fence. Okay, so lots of metal working opportunities there. And we read it for its skills. Put the metalworking book away. I feel like I don't have the metalworking book. No, I did. Okay, I have two. There you go. I didn't even grab it, but when you don't know, you don't know. Like we're good. Okay. Okay. So what to do with the rest of the night? Let's make a sandwich. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Create a sandwich. Throw an oil on there real quick. I believe that was just straight vegetable oil. And then we start with the sandwich pieces. Onions. Yes. Ooh, mushrooms. And then you put the eggplant. Okay, eggplant. Then we'll put the tomato. And what else? That's it. That's it. Pickles. Just to add that in there. 641 calories. Look at that. Perfect. Uh-huh. Alright, let's get to bed. You're doing well, fighting well, surviving just fine. Let's keep it moving. Sounds like a nice sandwich. Agreed. Agreed. Actually, we don't sleep yet. Yeah, let's get to 1:30 first, and then we'll go from there. Come on. Give me a break from all the rain noises, by the way. So notice that it is March 31st in game. So we have one more day, and then it'll be April. So that means tomorrow when we wake up, we start planting sunflower seeds. As in the next day, not this day. I did say I want the rain to hold up. Can you hold up into tomorrow? All right, one more day. I am asking myself if I should go back into town, but hang on. Let's do a quick account. So, oh, we walked ourselves to the school, so we almost made it to the end of this line. We did this, did this, did this, did this. We did not hit these two. We can see inside of here, but we didn't actually walk in. We did this one. So, because this is that front space, we didn't do the last two on the end of this line. We hit you, this. I'm going to mark off because it's a construction site, so there's nothing there for me to check anyway. So yeah, we're clearing out the town. Yay. I don't know. Maybe instead... Well, no, let's not overthink it, because there's still a whole nother neighborhood once I hit this corner. So, yeah. April Fools will be indeed. I'm trying to think, you know, if I force myself into this or not. You know what? No. It is raining. Can somebody... No, don't do that. Don't do that. I know the information off of the top of my head. When it's raining outside, it is the best time to find medical plants and wild plants, if I remember correctly. So, I want to find some wild plants, specifically wheat and some other things. This is not a great experience, though, and I know that. Weather effect, I can't get past it. Okay. Okay. Black shirt or red shirt, that's hard. I like both of those colors. So remember, we say this all the time. I know black is a shade. It's not actually a color for my color theory friends out there, but still, regardless. Oh, yeah. When pressed, which one would I take? Red. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Think. I'm kind of sick of the rain noises, so we're gonna speed through this. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Let's read the animal care, and maybe if we finish that pretty quickly or something, we'll run out and check on those cows, as PR Meyer mentioned earlier. But I do want to get past the rain noises. I kind of do. So. Yeah. Notice, when you zoom out like this and speed up time, the sound is completely different. It feels better for me, but sake of the rain noises in my ear. Sorry, guys. And again, this is just part of spring in game. I get that, but still. Actually, it's part of spring in general, right? There's always that heavy rain that you experience. Watching from work, Sweet Pepper, what is going on? I hope that you are having a lovely day. Oh, so yeah. I can sleep if real rain's happening, but rather fake pouring rain. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. All right, so what are we eating for lunch? We sit here and read our book. Let's do... I'm hurting. I'm hurting. Yeah, I'm hurting on everything. I'm sorry. Let's get April here first before I do a heavy foraging run, though. But we do need to do a foraging run. Just remember that. No, I mean, like, my refrigerator's hurting for variety. There you go. Add the oil. And there goes my calories that I did not finish. Let's add a nut. And then... nothing. There you go. 400 calories right there. See? Alright guys, let's finish reading and get past these sounds, as we've already agreed to. We are a slow reader, which is actually a good thing in these type of cases, because it makes it to where you can super fast, get through a day, potentially. I don't like doing this, because I feel like it's cheating. Like, oh yeah, you're speeding through the days just so you can go through the time, which is technically what I am doing at the moment. But if you ever want to kill time in Project Zomboid, get a bunch of books and just read them. An easy way to skip days and not burn through a bunch of calories, because walking and running does burn calories. Sitting doesn't. I mean, it burns calories nowhere near as much. So look at that. It took a whole day for us to get there, but it's 6 o'clock now. We read the animal book. It's a lighter rain, so I'm happy about that. Don't do it often. That's very true. Go ahead and make a sandwich. Just do some random stuff. See what it does. Carrot sandwich. I don't think I've ever put carrot on a sandwich. If I was going to put carrot on a sandwich, I would have to like boil the carrot down first. So, like, to make it super soft. The carrot is rotten. No. Is the refrigerator not efficient anymore? Like, I feel like my stuff is going bad real quick. I ain't liking it. Definitely not liking it. Yeah, I've got stuff going stale pretty quickly, so interesting. Go. And that was it. So let's pop over here real quick. Add the vegetable oil. Olive oil. There it is. And that's 661 calories. Yay. Trying to get fat. Trying to get fat. I'll throw this stuff in here. And let's do a quick walk while searching and get those wild plants. We're gonna go check on the cows. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm in farmland. I know that's not really. Ooh. Wait. I'm sorry. I cannot pass up on a log because logs are going to turn into my floor bedding here. So it's actually. Ooh. I'm sorry. We're not going to go check on the cows. I just realized I should be working on my floor bedding. The Sims player in me is coming out. I apologize. Alright, so one log. There's another log there. Check on the frogs later. I said the frogs. The cows later. Not to mention, it's a time thing. So if I go out there and check them on them now, I won't get back until after dark. So I'm gonna eat my sandwich. You know, like carrot strips in a wrap. Yeah, so in a wrap, that's one thing, but not in a sandwich. You know, you did it in a wrap. You can slice them, you can grate them, you know, whatnot to make it a better experience. But alright, we saw logs. Do all of those in one shot. Meow. There you go. There you go. We drop the planks here real quick. You got a log first. You got a log first, indeed. Where? After I get all the logs, which I think I probably just have enough. Only just. Let's grab all of those. We'll pop them over here, saw them down, and get the nails, and then we do the outline that I like. And then we're all set. So all I'm gonna do is drop them here real quick, along with you. Pull this out, go down the saw logs, and we do. And then go. And then we drop you guys. Yep. Oh, the work. Okay, nails. So, guesswork here, if I get enough. 23. I almost had enough. That was pretty close. I think I need 26. There's 2 here, so I'll grab 28. All these. And then we get to work. Pretty sure that, oh no, floor. Yep. And then I gotta start picking some of these. So let's go with what I can grab into the bag and then do that. And I can't see anything. Can I pull out the light? Will this work? I wonder. What do you guys think? It works. Sweet. These moments. Would this be more Paley or Stardew Valley? I think it's more Stardew Valley, actually, so just to be honest about it. As far as skills go, I feel like doing flooring does very well for carpentry. So at 40 per without bonuses, like skill book bonuses, this is pretty good. But yeah, you know, how you choose to survive is up to you. This is how I do it, and we decided to do this type of design for our farm to create these outlines, mostly because of the erosion system. But still, it works. So it works. All right, here we go, and then let's grab what we can grab without killing ourselves. Even though we're using the calories that we just ate, but you know, that's how it works, right? Calories in, calories out. Come on, come on. And is it enough? No. It's that 3 that I want. Oh, didn't grab them all though. I know that. So there's 4. Oh, sweet. There's 5. Awesome. No. I was about to say, game froze on me for a second. I was like, no, don't crash. The strength still is definitely increasing. Yes, yes it is. So, floor. Craftsman box, floor, belt. Then we just bring it across to the walkway, which is here. We did this in 1 or 2. This is just 1 for this walkway. Okay. Okay, so I won't do anything there. And then we bring this out to be 2. So, just for my personal experience. So, that is good. Yay, work done. And it's just getting to 12:30. Look at that. I'm gonna point out something. It's April 1st, y'all, in game. In real life, it's April 2nd. Okay, well, we go to bed. I feel like, you know, we're ready. I could technically plant right now, which I should do because it's still raining. I won't have to water. I gotta plant. We're pushing it. Yep. Yep. I gotta plant right now. So we need to grab seed. Ooh, how do I do this? Do it quickly. That's what I need to do. Do it quickly. Put the water back. Water pot goes. Ooh, get the flashlight. Yep. Never skimp on efficiency. So, did I get enough? I feel like 40 should be enough. Let's find out. And so, see. Let's get started. Cannot pass up on this watering opportunity, so I don't have to sit here and water all these plants, y'all. For efficiency purposes, I also think PRMR called out the rain collector. I probably could put a few rain collectors around here as well. That way, when I need to like water the plants, I can just grab the water right there instead of having to run to the river, the lake that we have, pond. Saying lake and river, those are not moving bottles of water, so the pond. But still, it works. It's not a necessity though. It's kind of one of those quality of life things that when we're ready for quality of life, we'll do that. Also going to point out he's in pain, and I'm betting it's all the weight that we had from earlier. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Would you use a hose or something like that to water plants? So it means you'd have to have a facility in the house that allowed you to pump water, right? Which we don't have, so that's not gonna work. Oh, I'm in more pain. But I feel like when you're sowing seeds, it takes from your torso as far as like stamina goes. That's good to know. But I refuse to not do this. I'm sorry, guys. So, or rather, sorry, Dominic. You gotta suffer, bro. Gotta suffer so we can get this in the ground. Saves us some time and effort. You'd be up anyway. Your wakeful trait. All right, so take a look at the, and we are parched, which means that water levels are rising, which is perfect. And sunflower seeds are growing. I'm actually very interested to see the model that the game shows us for the sunflower when they get mature. So his shoes would be full of water. Yes, yes they would. Definitely would. All right, and all we really got to do is take a seat for a moment. Let that pain go away. And once his pain comes down, it is snowing now. Don't do this to me. I know it's late, but I need water. The whole point of what we just did was for, oh man, eat the painkiller. Nope, there it is. I'm ready to go. Come on, don't make me go outside. No, no. I didn't have to put him through that. All right, be that way, game. 76 kilos. We put on a whole kilo. Yes, finally. Goodness, really been fighting that one. So, all right. So how fees go back. Let's take a look to see if any of the plants are good or not. Oh, please be good. So dry. Yeah, I gotta water them. Oh man. Oh, the work. All the work that we have to do. Okay, I'm feeling like what I need to do, because we had that time period in between, is I need to take everything out of the refrigerator and then put it back in. I don't feel like things are truly getting the effects of being in the refrigerator like they're supposed to. So we do that real quick and then we pop them all back in, except for the frog. And the ladybug. Where's the ladybug? I'm close enough, aren't I? Yep. So we put them back into the refrigerator. Yeah, this stuff has been on the ground for a minute and they're not showing cool anymore, so just reset the fridge. And that should do it. Eat me a whole eggplant. Eat a whole eggplant. Okay. So what do I need to do? I need to drop the bag. Don't need to keep the flashlight in hand. And we do the water. Outside of the fridge, how cold it is. Outside is a fridge with how cold it is. Okay. Oh, technically true. So the game doesn't factor that, unfortunately, no, but technically true. But it's April. It is definitely April. We water to full. This is interesting. The game isn't filling to 100%. It's always leaving like a little bit left for 10, which is weird. Not saying it's a big deal, but I've noticed that when I do my watering, it does not fill. So, props, add water, full. Oh, wait a minute. I see what's happening. It's just setting whatever the number is to how much you're actually going to pour. So if 70 is what you're pouring, but the plant needs 80, it still just takes 70. So it's not pouring to full, it's pouring to whatever number you're setting when you first click. Interesting. It's a small detail, but it's a detail that you can overlook. Okay, so that. I don't know why the music is so heavy at the moment, though. Like, I know we're outside in the fog, but that is not the vibe we have right now. All right, let's keep going. info, 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 info. I get all these? Water to full. There it is. Oh man, so much work. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. This is a rather large farm, let's be honest about it, right? So the only reason why we do the zigzag maneuver with the setup is to avoid disease spread, because I can't manage the disease. If something were to break out and I have issues with my crop, I don't want to lose my whole harvest. So this keeps things from jumping, which is good, but it's annoying. Once I get my agriculture skill up and I know how to handle all the various different diseases in game now in build 42, then I will do other designs. But for now, this will be it. I don't know. I'm very interested to see all of this grow and have massive sunflowers and whatnot. Like, very interested to see it. So, crop, water. There it is. And full. Perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna go down this row, maybe. I don't have to keep like trying to figure out what side has been watered and what hasn't. My bad. And these are all full. This one is not. It's just 10. My design makes you think of Animal Crossing. Word. Definitely didn't get them. All right, so I need to come back for water. Be that game. Be that way, game. Taking a look over here, my peas are growing pretty quickly, it looks like. So, love to. I'm looking forward to harvesting something, because the agricultural skill doesn't go up until you start harvesting. And the work that we're putting in for this. Ooh, Nelly. I am super hoping this goes quick. So, we probably will get, level 2 fairly quickly. Then we'll stop pulling things out of the ground, read the second book so that we can go straight to the next level. Is there a way to get weather forecasting game? Yes, you have to get the emergency broadcast radio, or the ham. I think of what one of them was called. There are multiple different versions, but essentially once you get that radio, you have to tune into the emergency broadcast station that's automated, and of course you can just listen. So every morning you come downstairs, take a listen to see what the weather's going to be like, and then you're good to go. I think the forecast tells you up to 3 days, so you know what you're dealing with in general. So if rain is coming, if it's going to be dry, if it's going to be stormy for multiple days, that kind of thing, you'll know right up front. Again, usually it doesn't matter because we're not playing with farming, but we're doing it in this run, obviously, so it does matter. All right, watering done, and it's already, what, almost 11 o'clock, man. Okay. Keep saying it, I keep not doing it, we're gonna do it. Bring in the deep freezer. All right, grab it. Nice and heavy. Ugh. Can imagine him just in there lifting it and walking into the front door with both hands. trying to kick the door open and pull it closed. Alright, we have to unequip first. Then I never chose where I was going to put it. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, here you go. Place item, place item. Dude, rotate. I can't rotate it. Interesting. I don't like it there. We put it back here in the corner. There you go. Deep freezer. So it is a freezer, not a refrigerator. So anything pop in there will freeze. It has more capacity than the refrigerator freezer, but less than the refrigerator itself. So things to know. Pull out anything that is rotten real quick. Throw it in the back. And then I think we do a foraging run at this point. Ugh. I know it's foggy out, but wow. And I did say something about the cows, which we haven't checked out for a little bit. So let's do that too. Yeah, we'll forge heading that direction. Why? Is that grass? That's grass. Okay, we really need to clean up my mess. Restocking the refrigerator. Yes, yeah, you got to do the work. Gotta do the work. It's a bone. You won't be interacting with bones. I'm gonna do... So I'm gonna be selective on the things we pick up, for sure. As far as stuff that we want to see, dandelion's nice. Mainly because I can eat that while I'm walking, so... Nothing to munch on. Keep those calories coming. Zucchini. Oh, there's wheat. Already got wheat. Is this heavy though? Super heavy. Rye. Whoa. Hold on. If rye is in game, other than the fact that we could potentially make rye bread, could you... I'm saying rye bread, you know, you can make sourdough and things like that. But could you also potentially like brew beer? I wonder if the devs, because remember we talked about this before, the devs were trying to integrate a beverage system. I wonder if they're thinking about things like that. That is ginger. I haven't seen ginger in a minute. Which I don't think I've ever used ginger in game as a true ingredient. I know I've gotten it before in Build 41. It's not brand new or anything. Oh, bananas. Is that a peach? 2 peaches. Look at that. Got some super diversity out here, y'all. Not gonna get any more dandelions. I said I was gonna munch on them while we walk, and I'm going to do that. Ooh, what are you? Wheat. So, and you get straight wheat seeds as well when you pick them up. I didn't notice that until just now. So, you do get wheat seeds and some wheat, which to that, collect seeds from whole vegetable. No, where are you? They're not dry. That's why I can't do anything with it until I dry. Okay, where are we at the moment? And we're gonna switch to trash because it's gonna be on the road. Oh, that's a daikon radish. Yep, it's a daikon radish. Goes to show we're in April. I don't think I actually seen a daikon in Build 42 yet. So with daikons, do they have seeds? Or are they just one of the things you can only find? Yeah, they don't have seeds. You can't extract them. So, won't be picking up any clay. Is that a zombie I just saw? Frog, poppy flower, not the actual pods. You, clay again. Carrots, no. Sweet potatoes are great, although you have to cook them, so fair enough. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff. Telling you guys, you want me on your team in zombie apocalypse and your multiplayer servers, etc. You want me on your team. I'm gonna keep the refrigerator full. And I do like this as gameplay. So this is definitely my thing. Big grocery store run. We filled the bag. We definitely filled the bag already. At this point, I just can't afford to pick up anything else unless it's very interesting. So, but I'm very interested to see what the ride does for us down the line. So, I'm trying to remember when I turn off to get to the cows. I think it's about here, but hard to see in the fog. So, pull up the map real quick. Yep, we're close. Okay, so. What are you? Berries. No, thank you. This isn't the winter. We've been buried out for a while, so no berries. Yeah, I got no mushrooms at the moment too, so I won't pick those up. $35F. What are ye? Street violence? What are you trying to say in this magazine? Make freak hit. Oh, okay. They're just a bunch of makeshift weapons. I got it. Oh, 35 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what you're trying to say. I got it. We're good. Everything's fine. So, gonna eat this whole daikon radish. I'm gonna see. Yeah, it shows. What are you? Is that burlap piece? Okay. We are in farmland, so that kind of makes sense. Can't do anything with them yet because my tailoring skill is so low. I thought I jumped over the fence. Is this farmland area where the... Yo. This is hard. So hold up. Yeah, I'm almost there. Huh. Where is the building? No. Ice pick. Alright, here's the building. Are the cows still alive? That's the question that we want to answer. And the answer is yes. I see a cow. Is it moving? Yeah, he's just chilling in the fog. What's up, dude? Angus cow. Pet. Animal info. Healthy, well fed, not thirsty. A little stressed. And you just pet him a couple times, right? So make friends with the cow. As far as animal care goes, it'll take forever before I actually get a level in that, but I don't think it does anything, right? So increase the available information for animals and other resources harvested from them. So unless I'm doing stuff with the animals, there's no way I'm going to actually learn this one, but it's fair. It is fair. Felt like I saw another cow over here. Yep, there it is. What's up? How you doing? This is a bull. And males attack other males of the same species. Well fed, not thirsty. Call that out real quick. And again, pet, you're doing well. You're doing just fine. There you go. Alright, now let's give a quick check on their food, which I think it's just fine, honestly. So there's nothing in the troughs, which it makes kind of sense. Wonder why they're stressed. I mean, there is a fog out here and lots of zombies, and they got lots of food in here. So the feeding troughs are fine. They got animal feed all over the place, which makes sense. So as far as, can you put something in there? Yeah, I can. But it looks like I said, they have lots of food available to them. So, and we opened up these intentionally so that they can get to them if they needed to. So we're good. They're good. We're good. We checked on the cows. Yeah, all that. So let's get back to the house then. Dry this wheat and the rye, which I'm interested to figure out what I can do with rye. And we go from there. I'm not going to eat everything that I just got with this, but the wheat and rye are pretty heavy. So there is that. Remember searching for trash specifically because we can find yeast and salt this way. If we were the chef, we'd have better chances of getting it. Was it the chef and the burger flipper have good trash values? What are you? Is that like a hunting magazine? It's a hunting magazine. Wildlife preserver, boxes, cages, and that's all. And stuff we're not gonna use. Do I have a hole in one of my pants? Yes, yes I do, which is why we have a patch on it. So, all right. Anyway, I was saying, look in here real quick for what is that? Sticks. Good, we're good, we're good. Rye. No, take required item, rye. So it's not that. Barley. Oh, anytime you thatch a grain, any of them will come out as a seed of that particular grain. And based on the grain that you get back, you're going to be able to plant it. That's interesting. Wait, hold on. So if I remember correctly, Sue, or I don't remember what, BMO might have mentioned this, that the wheat grows in the winter, right? I wonder if the different grain types grow in different seasons, if that makes any sense. It's like wheat is specifically for winter, but maybe rye is for like summer or something like that. Let's find out while we walk and head back to the house. Agriculture. So barley was on the list, and barley is September, October, November, so that matches wheat. Then rye would be next. What are you? Mushrooms, I'm good. Poppies, radish, grows rye. September, October, November. Nope. So that means every grain grows in the winter time. That sucks. So if I wanted to plant the grains, I couldn't get them. I can only forage for them. I think I've never eaten barley. That's unfortunate. I make a good barley soup and stew. Barley's good for like tea and whatnot. It's very well known as one of those anti-diabetic type grains and whatnot, and it is considered a an ancient grain. So it's the most common ancient grain that we still consume today. So gladiators of old used to eat it all the time. That kind of thing. So it tastes like it's like a cross between oats and rice, probably. That's a good example. So it's as hearty as oats are, but it can be as soft as a jasmine rice is. So gives a good experience, mouthfeel, etc. all by itself. Barley flour is very common to be used as well. Lots of health-based items and cookies and things like that will have it in it. So assuming it's supposed to be marketed as a healthy item. Ancient grain, yeah, grains that were eaten by Greek ancestors is the way I'm gonna say it. Yeah, they're not all of our ancestors, in fairness, but still, they are labeled that way. We're good. We're good. All right. So, how are we doing? How are we doing? It's looking good. It's looking good. Feeling good. Almost out. All All right, so I'm gonna stop foraging. We'll get a good jog in. We have some extra calorie space to work with. Life is good, man. I mean, you gotta admit it. Moving into April, our weight is solid. We have a decent farm in the works at the moment. We're finding consistent things. We're doing very well in this save. Very well. And no shortage of zombies to murder along the way. All right, so we dry the rye. Cool. We dry the wheat. Cool. Then we thatch it, right? That's the verbiage the game uses. Let's just do this within our garage. Thatch grain. And then you just select the grain that you're thatching, see? Which it is funny. Wondering why it labels it the way it does. So if you select one and you hit max, it gives you the opportunity to do more than one. So and that thatching. Is that what I'm saying? Rye seeds versus wheat seeds. Yep, there you go. And after doing so, they do get smaller, which is good to work with. And that seed obviously is grounded to make a flour. And that is right here, right? So the mill flour, which I thought this was only wheat, and that is not true. You can make flour out of any of the grains. So they just have multiple different grain types that you can find. And that's good to know. It's very good to know. I'm saying that because as a player, you can say that storytelling, but you also have to realize you can't combine the seed types. So you couldn't do rye and wheat at the same time. You'd have to make sure you have 12 wheat seeds and 12 rye to end up with flour. They will just produce flour, but I can see that being problematic for somebody. So, because what if you have 6 and 6 and you're like, oh crap? You just gotta think of these things. Didn't realize I had a bunch of planks on me still. My bad. And of course, I have more than one multi-tool with this, but I feel good about that, kinda. So the handy knife is not a multi-tool. It is. It is. The handy knife and the multi-tool are basically the same. But the multi-tool sounds cooler, so we're going to use that. I'm going to put the handy knife away. There you go. Alright. Drop planks right here with this other plank. Yeah, I'm happy with that. A little bit of work goes a long way, and I still have things rotting. Crap. So, look, man, anything stale is coming out right now. Anything stale is coming out right now, which kind of sucks because lots of things are stale, it looks like. So, leave the mint. Use that to make sure I actually use it. The sugar beets I'm not going to actually use, and the tomato goes out. OCD wants the other side to grow grass, so it looks clean, which is fair. So all this, you just have it all. Perfect. Curious to see how long it takes the sunflowers to grow, and I probably could put compost on it, but I don't have enough. I know I don't have enough. Ooh, I'm already at 30% full on this one, and this one hasn't broken anything down to yet, so maybe I can. Wonder what that smell of compost the mix I have. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Okay, at 7:20, what is next for us? I want to make bread, so I'm gonna make bread. What do I need to make sure I get my hand sewing stuff? Excuse me? The multi-tool counts as scissors. Ooh, I didn't know. I could work, I have thread as well. I could work on my sew. No, don't work on it at the moment. I need to find a tailoring book. I know it. I need to find a tailoring book. I don't want to like burn through what I have until I have the tailoring book. But once I have the tailoring book, then I'll start sewing stuff, guys. Yes, those burlap pieces make a lot of sense now. Hold on. And I can just forage for them. We found this one when I was foraging, so yeah, dudes. Okay. Do I have a tailoring book? Please tell me I have a tailoring book. I don't. Okay. Huh. Anyway, back to bread. I need to get water. You need lots of water. Yep. And do these numbers, and we prepare some dough with the cooking pots, and all right, we got some dough. Perfect. Drop the water pot back in here. Then, what are we mixing into this one? You know what? We'll do some fruit jam. Let's have some fun with that. Chives and fruit jam actually sounds really good if I had chocolate of some type, which will say this is your chocolate. Then that would work. And then you give that a quick cook. And then you, I don't know if we'll slice it or not. I'm trying to think about that one. Yeah, we'll slice it. So, bread, done. Come in here, slice the bread. And now we have bread slices. Those can be made in sandwiches. And great sandwich. So this sandwich will be what? Dark chocolate almonds would be nice. You said chocolate like in mud. Yeah, dark chocolate would definitely work out well, I guess. Create mushroom with onion, and then cucumber, just to use the stale stuff before it starts going bad. Why would you put banana on this? Banana should not be an option on this list. When you start doing a bunch of vegetables on a sandwich, the game shouldn't be like, you can also put bananas. No, you cannot. That's disgusting. Sorry. All right, throw my O's in there and I'm good to go. So, perfect. We eat a sandwich. Plantains will work. That's interesting. Would plantains work? You would need to fry them first. You would need to fry them first for that to be true. But yes, it would work. Swap that. Swap that. Did that. Good. And okay, so how are we looking at this point? The question is where, oh, where can I find the next generator? So we're still on the generator bit. Let's just be honest about it, right? We're still on the generator bit. I don't have a good answer for the generator question, like, to be honest with you. Okay. But we're definitely running low on fuel. I just don't like the idea of having to pick up the generator, go fill up, bring the generator back, etc. Like, that's what we always do too. So, Yeah, we won't do it tonight, obviously. But in the morning, maybe we do one more good day on stream. And maybe, just maybe, out of the list of things that we had said we wanted to do, we also get the generator and we're done. There is a chance that I can drive down this direction and find new stuff that we haven't found before, thus activating a new cell and potentially finding a generator. There is a chance with that. I'm not going to hold my breath on that. There's also a chance. I'm playing one more day on stream. Yeah, I think so. So there's also a chance of going different directions, but this is a no-go. There's no reason to come back up here. Say that I never went across the bridge. That's one thing, right? I'm trying to figure it out. Like, where do we go to find another generator at this point? We can go further down into no, that's not gonna work. Would be in a lot of this area. And essentially, any place is already uncovered. There's a good chance we won't find a generator. Just being right up front. Because of the update. So maybe we go this direction. Put more gas in the car, can increase how far we can actually go. It's a good point. Hang on. Go ahead and get ourselves, you know what? Hold up. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think we try for it. We try for it. So let's get ourselves upstairs, get nice and rested. We've done all that we set out to do, realistically speaking. Let's try, legit try to get the last thing that we wanted. He's tired already. We did a lot of work. A lot of work, but you're still not going to bed until 1:30, dude. So you know, sit here for a moment and let your clothes dry a bit. Go from there. Very accomplished for Dominic. Good go-getter, indeed. Indeed. All right, and then you go to sleep. Okay, 6 o'clock. Let's get it, you know. So let's I think we'll start with getting ourselves a sandwich. Yeah, we'll make 2 sandwiches. What am I doing? Create 2 sandwiches real quick. And then we'll also make a salad, just so we have all of our fresh food accounted for. We'll do this quickly, so I will just do a bunch of random vegetables. I won't think about it. And my random vegetables end up being a bunch of onions, which is ridiculous. All right, next one, create sandwich, veggies. I have a bunch of onions. That's the problem, isn't it? So my bad. Random mushroom. I see it say random greens. So there it is. That's what you want. Random. I don't have any greens left. I don't have any greens left. Okay. We'll do mushroom again. That should be full there. We'll come over here. We will add random oil. Bring up those calories. Random oil. Bring up those calories. Good, good. Both of those come out at almost 500 calories. So then we'll make a bowl to go. This time I'll make a fruit salad, just to be unique, and that'll be prefix. There you go. For all you farming players out there, where you have no choice but to have, you know, whatever you planted, variety. It matters. There you go. Fruit salad, good to go. And then we just Can't add anything else to it. So we have everything that we need. And all we're doing is getting in the car. You've had a colorful diet. That's true. We've had, well, since spring hit, we've had a colorful diet. In the wintertime, we surely did not. It was a rough go of it, to be honest, right? So, all right, there you go. Car is full, or at least as much as we can get it with what we have. Is there a hose here? I'm sorry. Before we leave, we should make sure that we have a hose with us so that way we can siphon gas if we need to, if it comes to that. It's better to be prepared and not need this stuff than not be prepared and die out here. So, be honest. Let's get moving. Turn on the car, full tank. Not a full tank. Look at that. It is only a quarter. This thing is a gas guzzler. That makes sense. This is the 90s and I'm in a van. Alright, so we eat our fruit salad while we drive. Glad we fixed his weight because we're no longer underweight or stuck underweight. Yes, we fixed the error originally, and on top of that, we fixed the process with the food that we have. So, cheers. All right, there should be a turn off here soon that will hit, and then we head south, right? Yeah, there it is. Looking good, looking good. Okay, that's the turn to go to the cows. And then from here, we're going to take a left when we hit the intersection, and then we'll be in brand new territory, activating a new cell. So this is the left. We've gone through this house before, and then this is new territory now. So eyes peeled. See whatever we're gonna see. If we see a house, we stop. We see a warehouse, we stop. You know, I don't know what's over here, so. Ooh, fence line house? Is that a house? That is a house with trailers and other things. Oh God. What? Post office van? What is this? Alright. Got our axe. It's like a small complex. I see the spiffle rat. I'm sorry. Shouldn't call it a rat. Raccoon. Oh no, this is like camping grounds. Okay, so there's not gonna be a... okay, so we got water, which let's fill up on water since we are here. Definitely not gonna find a generator in the buildings, but if I can get inside, maybe we do find like a kitchen area that has salt. So it's always the salt. This looks like a bathroom, so I'm not gonna go that way. Hang on, this is the one that I want to go inside. Oh, nothing. Perfect. Kitchen area. No. Nothing. It would be glamping if there was a generator in a camping area. I agree it would be glamping, but that doesn't mean that there aren't places that do that. Granted, it's like a teen slash, yeah, this is a true camping spot. It's like a summer camp for kids or something like that. Like that's the feeling I get looking at this thing. I'm not interested in, I shouldn't say that. Hang on. These aren't, oh, hi. Does the game decide I'm gonna spawn right on top of you, or are you guys just in a spot I couldn't see because of the trees. I wonder. Oh no, my axe is gone. Okay, so definitely a Jason movie ready to get started, right? You know, but we're good. There's nothing here for me. Walk it out. Get back to the vehicle. Actually, before we get in the car, though, we're gonna go across the street because we saw that other fence line over here. Actually, let me pull up the map and see if we saw a house close enough. That is the whole thing, right? So we pulled the map, and yeah, campground, which this is a no-go. There's no actual building there, but looks like this road would probably take us back towards town, which is good to be aware of. Would I become a scoutmaster for kids? No. Mostly because I remember what I was like when I was in summer camp and whatnot, and that's just not, nah. I don't want to be responsible for the things that the camp counselors should have been responsible for when I was in camp. No, thank you. That looks like it wouldn't. This looks like farm area and whatnot, so I'm not going to jump in a farm shed. Pigs. Ooh, we got pigs now. And this vehicle keeps dying. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah, lots of pigs here. You know, if I was the animal loving type, yo, well, to care for or to eat, this is good meat areas if you need it to meat. It looks like it's not going to be worth it, but this is 2 trailers. This is 2 trailers. There's a chance not for the generator. Oh, there is a chance for a generator. There's a shed back there. Okay. But remember, yeast is something I can't make, so. There are a lot of zombies right here. Yeah. All right. Now it's snowing. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Give my armor a break. Give my armor a break. Push him. Stop on him. I appreciate that they all came out to me. I didn't have to do a bunch of like work to find them. Good. We are good. Take a look at that. Yep, got a little tired in the arms, and that is fair. Hi. Still more to fight. There you go. Perfect. Meat cleaver. Ooh, we like the meat cleaver. All right, so let's drop the broken branch that we're using. There's a water dish over there as if there's a dog that lived here. I'm just going to call that out, make no additional statements. So, okay, so garlic powder hopefully will be a salt as well. Pepper, grab that. Eat the sour cream and onion chips. And we keep moving. Nothing. There are CDs here. Hell has opened. I don't think I'd remove the radio out of this van, so maybe we can listen to something on the way home. There are a fair amount of zombies back there. Oh, hi. What's up, guys? Let me catch my breath. We're gonna walk inside real quick and take a seat. somebody said fill up water. Fair enough. Don't think I had to do too much there, so not a big deal. Like I said, catch our breath real quick. Take a few minutes, and then we'll walk outside and deal with those zombies. We want to get to the shed that's over here, so we have really no choice but to kill those guys. I don't know why they keep going back and forth over the fence. That's the type of thing that breaks the fence, so. I don't think I'm in a good spot to get to the fence to use it as fence cheese, but the meat cleaver is an axe in game, so cheers. Hi. Ooh, you're not. You wanted fence cheese. Okay, window. Check it. Ah. You never know, though. Maybe it's in a spot I can't see. Oh. Sucks. Mechanics book, which I just don't need. Surprised not heavy because of all the stuff. I mean, it's because of the big hiking back. Remember, we got a new backpack, so different carry capacities available to us. Fruit jam, grab that. Knife. Nothing else really stands out. Yeast. Oh, you jerk. All right, back inside. Get the yeast. Just random yeast on the floor. But we can use it. What you doing in my house? Taking your stuff, lady. Do I have a favorite type of jelly? No, I definitely don't have a favorite like jam or jelly. All right, we'll eat the 500 calories. I feel like the 5 is good. So from here, what else we got? We did get some more yeast, which is favorable, but there's not much here. It looks like one thing of bread dough, but still, it's something. It's better than nothing. I don't know how I feel about getting a key, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Hi, what's up? Went down to one shot. Are your jeans good? Nope, you got 2 holes. Never mind. In the car. Keep moving. Oh man. So if we're at 3,528 kills, then how many kills have we made at this point? Solid 100? What do you think? Oh, there's a mailbox here. Please be a bigger house. I don't need another trailer. I do need garages and tool sheds. Ooh, no. I don't see a garage or tool shed. It could be yeast, but that's it. See rabbits and things. Oh. Yep. You got it. Alright, so all we're going to do is check the kitchen. I don't see a basement either, so one shot it again. Key to the residence is completely unnecessary. House is completely ransacked. Remember, it'd be nice to find a tailoring book, so if we do find that, we're going to grab it. And there's no way to find it unless you look. Nothing here either. Seasoning salt, that does count as salt. I know that. So, done 94 kills. See? Okay. My man, like the worst feeling when you know that you're kind of just searching for one thing and can't find it. It's a theme on this channel. Okay, so let's call it out real quick. Cleared, cleared, cleared. There's a building there. When we go back there, we're not doing anything with that. I see industrial spaces over here. Hang on. There are warehouses. This is why pulling the map helps, because even if you can't see it, your character did. There it is. Oh, no. No, I don't want this. Okay, well, it's not a bad thing. Get over myself. So these warehouses aren't the greatest, right? What they should be is food warehouses. That is entirely empty. That pisses me off. Oh, you jerk. Man, don't get complacent, even in these spaces. Another one that's completely empty. Yeah, good base locations, really. Like if you wanted this to be your type of base location. But what these really do for me in our save is the boxes in these type of warehouses typically contain packaged food. What I mean by packaged food is like the bags of produce. And those bags currently should all be rotten, which means they're compost at this point. Let's see if I'm right. I just got empty boxes so far. Can I get around this? Oh. All right, let's find it. Yep, see, rotten food. So, which means this is a produce box. Okay, yeah, so these are all boxes of produce that are probably rotten. And if you pull them out, you take a look at the rotten. Do you know what I mean? So every one of these should have rotten produce, which if you you can't do anything with rotten corn. That makes sense. You shouldn't be able to turn rotten corn into flour. But still, my point is that if you had gotten here super early in game, you know, this would keep you fed for a long period of time if you could freeze it or, you know, manage it. But at this point, it's all just compost. But this is storage too. If you think about it, you have to get this back to your spot. I'm not gonna do all that work. I could forage all of this, you know, within a few days rather than to use our carry capacity. It also means that it doesn't make sense for me to do. I mean, I'll check the other building too, but I'm pretty sure these aren't gonna give us what we want. So sucks. Good to know, but sucks. We just have never been over here before, you know what I mean? So, head back to the car. There we go. So this is a bus, which they are. We are gonna go ahead and mark them. We know not to come back this direction next time they looked it up. I'm gonna stop going this direction then. This is all gonna be farmland. So the best thing I probably can do is turn around, hit the intersection to the left, relatively speaking. And if it brings us into town, fair enough. If it shows us other things, fair enough. But yeah, we start heading back at this point. I mean, I don't know what I really expected if we're in Irvington, which is farmland. We should expect to see farms, right? So this says there's a building here, but I'm pretty sure it's just a farm. Yeah, it's just a barn. I'm not going in there. Red and black van. You're talking about Raymond at that point when we were in Louisville. Ooh, wait, hold on. I forgot. CD player. Device options. Let's pop it. Can I not put a CD in here? The radio is playing. Hits. Hits. Tune in. I got nothing. I got nothing. Anyway, okay, so that's another thing that they added to build 42. You can actually change the frequency of the radio, right? So it's very possible for you to find radio stations that aren't already pre-configured to your radio, and if you do find them when you get into another vehicle, you can turn it into them again. So it's actually a pretty cool feature in my opinion. But anyway, it's a lot of work and I get that. No note, I'm not picking up anything useful. All right, let that go for a little bit. Vehicle in the way. You got another sandwich? We got another sandwich. What is that? Farm. That's a barn, so that's a no. What is this? This might be a house. Hold up. Are you off? There's a house there. Okay. It's looted, but that doesn't mean it's not going to give us what we potentially want or need. See, barn area over there, so nothing that direction will go through here. Hi. Oh, that's a big spot. I want to get there. There you go. You start shouting like a madman. Come get me! Come to the fence if you want to bite. On a random note, barn houses, I would actually think a real life degenerate. Alright, we're good. Again, reduce how many swings you gotta deal with. And then we walk over here. I don't know if I'm actually gonna go in the house as much as I just want to get to that garage. It is loot at home. Good. Good. At the bathroom. Okay, so we'll run into the kitchen in a minute. The question is, will I get lucky? 2 opportunities here. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. Nope. Did not get lucky. Decent spot though. Ooh. 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 Hold up. No, there's a pickaxe there though. Let's do it this way. Nothing behind me? Oh. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Go, 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 go. No, you went over early. Jerk. See, another one with the Hydra pack, and that's becoming a thing. Did you die? Yeah, you did. There we go. Yeah, we're kind of good. Ooh, there's still zombies here. Not bad. All right, let's make this quick. Nothing. Ooh, Marinara. Like calibers. Oh, God. Another one stuck in downward dog. And we're out. Come here. You have an axe. I will kill you. Mine. Okay, we're up. Just get back to the vehicle and get out of here. Doing the downward dog wrong. We're back. Angry. It's so much better me being able to kill zombies. What are you trying to say? Oh no! I can't drive through that. Alright, that's how you get stuck. We're going back. But we definitely broke 100, kills for the night. So, no matter what, we murder zombies. Still haven't found another generator, but it is what it is. It is more engaging to have to be able to kill zombies. Or are you just saying in general from a gameplay perspective? Because killing zombies means clearing an area, being able to get what you want, rather than running for your life constantly. It is a different experience. I don't know if I would say better. It's certainly less stressful. I admit that, though. Because if I can even be selective in the zombies I kill, so that way I can make space for myself, it's a big deal versus just literally running in circles. It's definitely less stressful. I agree. Ooh, ma'am. This isn't where you park your car. All right. Tana, I'm still going to say that, what is it? 3 out of 4 different things that need to get done got done. We just did not find the generator, but we planted our sunflower seeds, got everything watered, we cleared the area, we set up our things. It is April, so we're moving to 4 months survived at this point, right? 3 months, 24 days, and 13 hours. That's, again, solid. That is good. That is very good. Oh man. All right. Goal would be to get 6 miles. I mean, at this point, I feel like this character is a contender to match Raymond. So, yes, you're wrong. Going back to the statement of at this point, right? We could legitimately play and never leave, this spot here, and we can make it to 6 months. So I think it's more than just make it to 6 months. I'd like to get close to 10,000 kills in that 6 months as well. So, yeah. Anyway, on to Raymond again. I actually want to go back and look at his exact day count, so don't quote me just yet. Oh man, I am tired though. You gotta remember, like I said, I wasn't feeling great today, so I am a little off. Alright, let's get cleaned up. We are nice and bloodied. Are these still alive? I feel like I haven't been watering these as often as the others. They say they're still alive. Seedling roses. Oh. Huh. Wash yourself. And then we wash all of my clothes. Yep. And nice and clean. Notice that the CDs didn't do anything for us because our radio doesn't have a CD player in it, but it doesn't mean we should pop these in here. I just noticed I have a bag of barley seeds. So if I open them, how many seeds do I get? Did he open it? No, you just pulled it out. Okay, so you open it, you get 5. Huh. Ending kill count for the night is going to be 3,548. There is that. Come down here. Game. Game. Pop these in here real quick. Let's have one more. So we'll do the start to finish, right? We're going to make our seed paste. Yeah. Doing the circle process. Can I make this smaller? Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Wait. Did I just see that right? Good 6. How many sunflower seeds do I have on me? 8? There's that. Is this calculating this right? I don't think this is calculating this the way I think it is. Because do I have more sunflower seeds on me, or am I picking up from the bag near me? No way. This is odd. Hang on. Let me test this real quick. If I do all of these, hang on. This is showing wrong. 2 sunflower seeds make a whole seed paste. This is calculating wrong. So you're actually getting way more calories if you turn your sunflower seeds into seed paste and then oil, just because 2 sunflower seeds is 150. I'm sorry, 1 sunflower seed is 155. Oh, yeah, no, this is wrong. The math ain't mathing, y'all. That's hilarious. That's far too much. I mean, that's almost cheating, but still. Oh, so yeah, if you don't mind your character being a depressed mess, that is a ton of weight that you're going to get back from just sucking down. So you know what? Hang on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to drink one of these straight bottle of oil, like some streamers out there who just love fatten themselves up because they refuse to cook. Keto. All right. Look at that. I'm so weepy. But other than being depressed from drinking a whole bottle of sunflower seed oil, the man is going to put on weight. Like, that's better than butter. Like, as far as, you know, the things you need to do to make that happen, that is better than butter by far. I do great recipes and great. I wanted to see how that would work out. Hang on. I have literature somewhere in here to make him happy. I think I have a book somewhere, right? I have books. Nobody enjoys a phone book. Yeah, although that does get rid of some boredom. Hold on. I thought I had some literature. Did I get rid of all my literature? A calculator. Paperwork, chisel, sheet of paper. Here it is. Paperback. See? Stress, unhappiness is going to go away. So, and you just take a seat, read a book, and that's going to fix it all, guys. Bam. See? Read a book. He's like, I'm happy again. I have another book here, Dark Angel. So that's ridiculous. You could drink a bottle of olive oil to, you know, fix your weight if you needed to. And yeah, read a book afterwards, you're good to go. Absolutely good to go. I'm going to point out this says recently read. So I wonder how long it would take for that recently read to turn into, it's been a while and you can read it again to get that same bonus. Like oiling myself. It's cheap for sure, but what, 2 sunflower seeds to get darn near 10 times the amount of calories out of them after doing a quick press. I admit, to make the hand press, we needed to have masonry skill. To make the pieces of it, you needed to have napping and carving, and then the cheesecloth, which you can find if you had to make it, is tailoring, even though you can do it at level 0. So there are a lot of different pieces there. But once you have the stuff to do it, making oil is potentially a way to force your character to get nice and fat. I know butter supposedly is better. You just feed the cow. Yes, fair enough. But still, interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, all right, guys. Dominic's deal. We're coming at, let's just call it what it is. 3 months, 25 days survived. So it is April 2nd. It'll be April 3rd in the morning. Our plants are looking very good, if I do say so myself. And we have our sunflower patch as it is growing. So much has been done indeed. Pulling up the map real quick. We are just going to go ahead and say it. We're going to remove some of these markers. We got all of our intended goals done with the exception of generator number 2. So we are still looking out for that. Killed a bunch of zombies in various different places. Killed 114 tonight. And if we mark off these areas real quick, we did check these. We will not be going to those. And it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. The further we go, the more we realize that life in Project Zomboid is actually pretty good. At this point, we're more concerned about luxury than anything else. So with that, I am going to say that it's been fun. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. If you're here on stream with me, been listening, go to bed. It's time. And if you're on Twitch I said Twitch, if you're on YouTube and whatnot, and you're tuning in after the fact, join us sometime. The like, comment, subscribe, all those buttons that YouTube enjoys for us streamers to promote. I'm just saying, please do them. It helps me out. It helps everybody out. But one way or another, I'm going to see you guys in the next one.